So you're moving here to the Dayton area and you're considering moving to Miamisburg. And you're wondering, what are the worst places that I want to avoid when considering moving here to this area? Well, in this video, we've come up with the top 5 worst places. And you want to stick around to the end because the last one might make or break your decision. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group right here in Dayton, Ohio. This is your first time to our channel. We do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. Now, as a military veteran of 14 years and now a military spouse, I've moved so many places. And every time I moved somewhere, there was always such a lack of information of where to move to and what to anticipate. That's why we created this channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so that you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Now, honestly, we get tons of phone calls, emails, and texts from people that want to know what it's like to eat, sleep, work, play in the Dayton area, and honestly, we absolutely love it. So if you are moving to our area, you need some help, give us a call, text, email, heck, shoot us that little paper airplane, whatever you need to do. We got your back when moving here to the Dayton area. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Miamisburg. What are some reasons that you should move to this area? Well, one thing's for certain is the historic downtown area in Miamisburg. There's tons of stuff to do down there. You've got an old movie theater, a candy shop, pretty nice donuts and some great restaurants. It's just kind of fun to head on down there. So one of the great reasons to come here. Not only that, but you've got the proximity to pretty much everywhere you're going to end up wanting to go. You've got the Dayton Mall that's technically in Miamisburg. You've got the movie theater, the big movie theater. They got a little one downtown as well. Of course, all the restaurants, the shops, grocery stores, and of course, access to the awesome highway systems that Dayton has to offer. Not only that, but we also have great parks here. There's lots of parks and green spaces, and you even have access to the Miami Valley Bike Trail, which is like over 300 and something miles of bike and multi-use and running trails, if you're crazy like me and like to run distance. Not only that, but we also have great housing affordability in Miamisburg. This is a real estate channel, so let's talk a little bit about real estate here. For your average home price in Miamisburg, your median rather, is about $190,000. Now that's a high all the way up to $550,800 and a low of about $35,000. Compare that to the national average of about $217,500 for a single family home. That's really, really good. Now, if you are looking to rent in this area, your average rent's going to be somewhere around $900. Your national average is around $1,067. The national average for rent is around $1,067 per month. Now, if you are looking to purchase your single family home in this area, you can expect a little bit smaller of the houses, mostly small to medium size, usually built in the 70s, although there are some really great historic houses are built even in the 1800s. But there are also some new developments as well as new multifamily complexes that are out here and some really nice places to stay. All right, so I want to give you a little bit of background here before we get into the 5 worst neighborhoods. Now, I'm not originally from Miamisburg or really Dayton at all. Because of the military, we moved here. So I wanted to give it to you through the perspective of somebody that's just moved here and what to anticipate, right? So as I look through this stuff, this is our interpretation and the interpretation of the people that we've helped move to this area. According to nextdoor.com, there are 25 neighborhoods in this area. Now there are separate little areas in between that, but we're just going to give that as a general rule of thumb. So let's get into it. Number 1 is going to be downtown Miamisburg. Why? The houses are really old. There's really just too much going on out there. If you dislike the hustle and bustle and lots of things to do and friendly people, this is probably not a good place for you. Also, you've got the hamburger wagon, which is right down there with delicious hamburgers, very simplistic things at very affordable price. People flock down there. There's always a line down there, so if you don't like to see people, this is definitely not a good place for you to go. So you can go ahead and cross off downtown Miamisburg. Now, I will caveat that a lot of these homes are marked as historical, part of a historical district, and as you go through these, they're not as run down as you might think, something built in the 1800s, right? A lot of these have actually been remodeled. When you go into there, there's really good bones because, well, it's stuck around this long, right? And it's gone through several iterations of being remodeled, so actually really cool homes with some eccentric things as you go in there. Okay, number 2 is the South Historic District, and this is just east of downtown Miamisburg. Some of the reasons why not to go here, it's some of the cheapest houses in the entire Miamisburg area. There's probably way too many police patrols in here because this part of the neighborhood's a little too safe, according to areavibes.com. And there's probably a little too much patriotic stuff going on down East Central, which is kind of the main drag there. They even have it honorarily called Freedom Way. Now, they have that because it's right there on Veterans Park as well, so if you're not a big supporter of the military, don't need any part of this, it's probably not a good place for you to go. I personally love this area. It's actually on my running route each morning as I go from my house. It's got a lot of unique houses. It's got very friendly people, but if you're not into that, well, don't go here. Okay, number 3 on our list is the Miamisburg Grove Bell, which is kind of in the southeastern part of Miamisburg by I-75. Now, this one is way too close to the Pipestone Golf Course. So if you don't like golf balls or golf at all and don't even want to be close to it, avoid this place. It's got one of the most expensive areas to purchase, so it's going to be pricey. If you don't like that, then don't go to that area either. And the houses are a little much. They look a bit affluent. It's probably the most affluent area that you're going to find, with certain exceptions throughout Miamisburg. So if you're not into that feel, avoid this one altogether. Number 4, Austin Landing. Now, Austin Landing actually is an area in a shopping area, but it's also the neighborhood that surrounds it. And because of that, there's lots of traffic through here. There's probably way too many stores and restaurants, and they've got a Kroger right there that's just around the corner, and that's probably just too convenient because people are traveling there in order to get their stuff, and you could probably walk down because they've got these separate developments that have walking and biking trails, and the community is really too active to go out and go do these different things and to experience all that. So if you don't want an active community and you don't like the kind of newer feel of things, avoid Austin Landing at all cost. All right, and number 5, and I'm probably going to butcher this name, and the locals always give me slack for this. It's Kirsher Street area. Now, this is in the northeastern part of Miamisburg, where it kind of nestles up next to the West Carrollton area. Now, this is a very active neighborhood. You've got Wilson Park, which is technically in West Carrollton, just to the north. There's lots of sidewalks, and the biggest negative for this area is it's got this huge hill up Heineke Road. And if you're a runner like I am, it's exhausting going up and down that thing. But that's really the worst part about that community. It is older homes. Most of them built in the 70s and 80s. It's mostly brick homes throughout here. A lot of the yards and everything are upkept really well. Friendly people throughout here. Another active community as everything is concerned here, and just one of the places that I live very close to. But if you don't like that, definitely avoid this at all costs. So as you can tell, those are the 5 worst neighborhoods in Miamisburg. We have a little bit of fun here, telling you what you may or may not like. Now, this is all going to be dependent upon you, what you and your family want to experience. Some of these places may be perfect for you and terrible for others. So definitely, if you have any questions about any of these areas specifically, you can go ahead and leave here a comment below. Please, of course, keep them nice, as well as you locals are. If you're from Miamisburg and you've got something else that you'd like to keep in here, again, please keep it positive here. Go ahead and leave a comment here. And if you are moving to Miamisburg or any of the surrounding areas of Dayton, go ahead and reach out to me, my team here. It's not just me. We've got locals, we've got out-of-towners, we've got military transplants like myself here to help you out. So again, give us a call, text, email, find me on social media, whatever you got to do. We got your back when moving here to our area. Again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty. We'll see you in our next video. Take care.